Welcome to another edition of Long Beach Treasures. I'm your host, Harvey Keller. With me today is Judy Bartolotto, the Executive Director of the Historical Society, and we're standing in front of the historic Breakers Hotel, which we're going to take you on a tour of today. Welcome, Julie.
Hi, Harvey.
And this is going to be your new home very soon.
Yes, it is. Soon the Historical Society will be moving into the arcade level of the Breakers, where its new gallery and archive will be located.
Behind me you can see the entryway and the Breakers itself. The construction was started in 1925 and it debuted in 1926. The rich and famous flocked to the Breakers when it was open because it afforded luxurious accommodations. This was destroyed in the 1933 earthquake. It was then idle for about 5 years, and in 1938 Conrad Hilton bought it and he owned it until 1947. He refurbished it, added the sky room on the top of the building, and it now is a restored restaurant and nightclub. You'll notice the design of the building is a Spanish Renaissance revival. You'll notice a churrigueresque around the opening. This is the decorative detailing. You'll also notice on the entryway and in the inside, when we get there, there's a lot of the sea motif present. You'll see Spanish galleons, you'll see Neptunes, you'll see the two mermaids up here, because many of the buildings in Long Beach have the sea motif. So let's go inside and we'll show you what it looks like from the inside. Okay, this used to be a hotel, Julie. Now what is it?
Today it's a senior living facility, and the residents who live here are really lucky because it's such a beautiful building on the inside and on the outside. Why don't you show us some of the architectural details in here?
If you look up on the overhead, you'll see the ornate ceiling. Again, it has a lot of the sea motif. These were 6-foot square that were molded and then they were placed in the position on the ceiling. You'll notice the large chandelier also which adorns the lobby. As we go down this way, you're going to see how ornate the lobby is, and you're going to see why this would be such a nice place for retirement. Again, you'll notice how ornate the lobby area of the Breakers is. It's fine detailing, the coffered ceiling, the chandeliers, the sea motif again. And I have somebody here right now I'm going to introduce you to. Would you tell me your name, please?
My name is Catherine Ambler.
Catherine, you live here at the Breakers. How do you like it?
I love it.
What's the best part of it?
Well, everything is outstanding. The food is good, the service is good, the people are nice.
You recommend it?
I do.
Then I'm going to move in.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago. I've been here for 5 years, and I worked at the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago for 35 years, so I'm used to good training.
All right, thank you. Julie, does this look anything like your living room at home?
No, it sure doesn't. This is much more spacious.
You want to sit down and play the piano for us? I understand the guests come down and entertain each other by playing the piano.
I've heard that too, but you wouldn't want me to play.
Beautiful accommodations here. I can see why people would want to retire here, because this is just really luxurious and it's just so well appointed and really beautiful.
Yes, and in the time that Bernard Rosenson has owned the building, he's done a lot to restore it, and it's very nice.
You know, this hotel was estimated to cost $100,000 when it was built in 1925. And when it underwent the retrofitting, it amounted to $29.5 million. So that's quite a difference in price from the original construction to retrofitting and restoration of the hotel. Can we walk on in here? And this is the library. Again, this is where the guests come and work on the computers, work crossword puzzles, read. It's just, again, an elegantly appointed room. You'll notice the windows there. This is called the Breakers, and that's the original name, and the reason is because before the breakwater, the ocean the waves used to break up against the side of the building right here on the ocean front. So that's how it got its name, the Breakers. Okay, Julie, here we are in the Stag Bar. At one time, this used to be John Wayne's favorite watering hole. You'll notice that it's very masculine with the brass elbow rails and foot railing, with the mahogany paneled walls, the black and white marbled floors. Very, very masculine. It was said that women will not be excluded, but will not be encouraged. So this was basically a man's bar.
Here you can see many wonderful historical photographic images from Old Long Beach. Many of these came from the Historical Society's collection, and this is a great place to come in and feel the old feeling of the building and look at the older photographs.
And we're going to have to go to break, so we will be right back in just a few moments, so don't go away, stay tuned.
Cheeseburger in a paradise, heaven in a swamp with an onion slice. Hey, what happened to this gorgeous wetland? This is despicable.
America loses more than 100,000 acres of wetlands every year, land that stores and cleans our water and protects us from floods. When we destroy wetlands, our birds and wildlife vanish.
Nobody's vanishing just yet, Buster. Save America's wetlands.
Celebrate the Clean Water Act. Call Audubon at 1-800-659-2622.
Cable television today is changing at an incredible pace, almost dynamically, minute to minute. The future of cable television is the promise of the 500-channel universe. It's going to be a reality very soon. And the high-speed internet data, you're going to be able to get onto the World Wide Web and access things you've never thought possible before at speeds that'll just blow you away. That it's going to be all about choice, and it's going to be all about access and learning.
Hello, I'm Randy Gordon, the President and CEO of the Long Beach Area Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber provides leadership, education, and advocacy in helping the Long Beach area continue its growth with a vibrant business community. We're very proud to be the #1 business organization in Los Angeles County. The Chamber's goals is to be the acknowledged leader in creating local, regional, and international business support. If you would like to join us in these exciting times here in Long Beach, call us 436-1251.
Thanks for coming out. I don't have cable either, so here we are.
Which means you can't watch Funny Farm TV on Charter Channel 3. Does it make you sad?
Come in.
Funny Farm TV, the talent showcase. Music, dancers, singers. Will it make your life better?
We're living the Viva Loca.
Gotta keep cable, so...
Welcome back to Long Beach Treasures. Now we're in the Empire Room. This isn't as ornate as the lobby area, but it has an understated elegance that really gives this room a beautiful appearance. If I'm not mistaken, Julie, this is where you had your benefit.
Yes, it is. It was on June 1st, and it was a wonderful event, and it was held in this room.
This room is great for receptions, weddings, bar mitzvahs, and any kind of social function, and it is available for rent. With the portable dance floor and all the ambiance, it's a beautiful place.
Yes, it's available through the Sky Room, and in a little bit we'll go upstairs and show you the wonderful Sky Room and the 360-degree view of the city that you get from that room.
Probably the most spectacular view in any building in the city of Long Beach, at least when you're dining.
Yes.
So let's go upstairs, and we'll show you the beautiful Sky Room. Here we are in the elegant Sky Room atop the Breakers Hotel. With me is Bill Matthews, who is the Director of Operations here at the Sky Room. And I'm going to have Bill give us a brief history and tell us all about the Sky Room. Bill.
Well, thank you for coming today. The Sky Room has been open for about 2 years currently. Prior to that, during the 30s and 40s, when the hotel was actually working as a hotel, it was a very popular restaurant for all the celebrities, the shipping magnates, people from Hollywood. They all used to come down and enjoy the restaurant. The restaurant at that time actually had part of it was open air. Several years ago when Mr. Bernard Rosenson bought the property, he came upstairs to find a restaurant that was basically boarded up for a number of years. He opened it up. He loved the theme of the building. So we've opened up a 30s, 40s Art Deco restaurant. We've got swing bands on the weekends, fine dining, wonderful view, 360-degree view, and offer a great fare at reasonable prices, and want people to come and enjoy.
You know, I remember coming up here years ago, and this was Polynesian.
Absolutely. People have done a few different themes. As a matter of fact, the walls were actually black at one time, I believe. And so it was really kind of a dark room. And we wanted to go ahead and lighten it up, have more of the soft, off soffits and the colors, and have a little bit more reminiscent of that gracious time, and for people to come and just relax and enjoy.
Yeah, and when Conrad Hilton opened the Sky Room, this was a new medium. This was something that was new and very expensive, and it was called plastic.
Absolutely. I think that a lot of places you go to these days, there is a lot of use of just straight woods. There's a lot of use of other pictures. We want to reminisce of that, I guess, almost like a golden era. That's really how you state the way the building is and the history of it. So we like that time period. We do a lot with our entertainment based on that. Again, we do a lot of jazz, swing music for our entertainment, which is 5 nights a week. Our menu is pretty, I would say, California contemporary. It does have a little bit of an Asian flair. Our chef is from Bali, and he brings with us a lot of different flair from that region, from the Pacific region, and it's great. We also are all open for lunch Monday through Friday as well.
Understand this is where Nikki Hilton and Elizabeth Taylor spent their honeymoon, and after that, this became a popular hangout for a lot of the stars. Rita Hayworth, Tyrone Power, Cary Grant, John Wayne, all of them used to come up here.
Absolutely. When you look at the history of the building, it really was the dancing, the nightlife, the getaway at the beach. Long Beach was a thriving hub of international trade and still is. But at that time period, it was new, and to be right on the beach and have this restaurant with this view, everybody wanted to come down and get away.
You know, the last time I was up here, there was one of your patrons up here, and she happened to be wearing long gloves and a hat, almost reminiscent of the 40s. And she looked so elegant up here, dressed to the nines.
It's fantastic right now, especially, and I encourage you to stop by on a Saturday night. We have a lot of people coming to hear our swing music, and we're doing that on Thursdays and Saturdays, but you'll find many of our guests are dressing in period attire. They're coming in with the pleated pants and the two-tone shoes and the long chains, and they love the dance. The dancers are just having a great time. Hats are back in, the fashion's back in. It's just perfect. And we've got people that come in just casual attire. We've got people that come in with the tuxedos. So we want to have a broad spectrum, but definitely a place you can come in and dress the part.
Thanks, Bill, for talking to us.
My pleasure.
See you soon.
Please.
In the early days of World War II, amid fears of an impending Japanese invasion, the United States government installed a concrete machine gun bunker in the red-tiled roof tower above the Sky Room, which you see right there. This was manned by mostly ladies, and this was our first line of defense in case the Japanese attacked us from the Pacific Ocean. So that's our bunker here at the Sky Room. We're in the tower section of the Breakers Hotel. This is where the guests come after a fine meal to have their brandy and cigars. Notice the panoramic view that we have from this on the Pacific side. You have the aquarium, you have Shoreline Village, you have the marina. Spectacular view. This is probably one of the finest views from this angle in the whole city of Long Beach. Even the 3 stacks of the Queen Mary, although the Queen Mary is not very visible outside of the stacks. So this is one of the views from the Breakers Hotel.
Now you're looking north from the top of the Breakers building. You can see the World Trade Center and the City Hall peeking out behind the Landmark building. You can see some historical buildings from here. The Wilmore, the Security Building, the Farmers and Merchants Bank building, the Professional building, and the Press Telegram. You can see the pink building is the Insurance Exchange building. As you look east, you see more of the new construction. You can see the Westin Hotel. Really gives you a different perspective of the city from here.
Most of these buildings that Julie mentioned of the historic nature are also on the downtown walking tour that Long Beach Heritage provides. On the third Friday of each month, our Twilight Tour, and on the third Saturday of each month, our downtown walking tour. So if you're interested in historic sites, historic buildings, that's your opportunity to learn more about them.
You can also see Los Angeles Harbor from here. And on a clear day, you can see the Hollywood sign. This is used as a smoking lounge for the Skyrim restaurant, so you can come up here and see the views for yourself.
Did you notice the park over there on top of the Landmark building? The green grass must be a putting course. Oh, look, there's a pool. I didn't know the pool was up here on the Renaissance Hotel either. You get a different view up here, don't you?
You sure do. You can also look straight down the promenade.
Our famous bike station down there, the only one, the first one in the United States, as a matter of fact. The Insurance Exchange building that you mentioned, that's one of our historic landmarks that we need to find someone who will restore it, because that's one of the last remaining buildings here in the downtown area that needs restoration and retrofitting. Well, here we are at the bar. It's martini time. They also have 18 single malt scotches, so all of you martini drinkers and scotch drinkers, this is a place to be, so this is the happening place. So come on down. We will be right back in just a few moments, so don't go away. Stay tuned.
Charter Communications is embarking on an extensive construction project to upgrade your cable system with fiber optic technology. During construction, you may experience temporary interruptions of service, however, not during the evening hours. If you'd like to contact us about the upgrade in your area, call our hotline at 1-877-FIBER-UP. We are working hard in deploying this exciting new technology to continue to bring you the cutting edge in entertainment and communication services. To keep you informed, I'll be bringing you updates as this project progresses.
Are you insane? Well, if you are, there's a new show in town called Funny Farm, and you're the star. Just send us a 1 to 3 minute tape of you showcasing your talent, being crazy, insane, weird, wild, and you can be committed to the Funny Farm. There's going to be lots of insane prizes, including the wild prize of Wacko of the Week. Just send your non-returnable tape to 2931 Redondo Avenue in Long Beach, 90806, and you can be committed to the Funny Farm. And I'll see you in the Funny Farm.
KLON-FM 88.1, America's Jazz Station. Visit our website at www.klon.org.
On Charter Channel 3's local programming, we're not selling French steam cookers. We're selling Long Beach, the people, the places of interest, and all the great things to do. Charter Channel 3, 5 to 8 p.m. Programs you won't see on DBS.
Here we are in the arcade, and Julie, I guess this is going to be your new front door?
Yes, it is. This is the entrance to the Skyrim restaurant, and it will be the entrance to the Historical Society of Long Beach, which will be down this hall. This hallway is lined with models of the city of Long Beach and many historical, wonderful historical photographs of the city. Did you want to look at this one over here?
There's a photograph right here that I want to point out. You'll notice that it says 1952 on the license plates of the automobile. But what I wanted to point out that this was remodeled in the 1950s, and you'll notice the use of all the black tiles, which was very Art Deco at the time. So this was a renovation in the modern style, which actually hid all of the unique detailing of the original design of the building. So when something is remodeled, it's not always something that is going to be an improvement.
Yes, and this is the front of the Breakers building at a time when it was called the Wilton Hotel.
That was easy, just change the H from Hilton to W for Wilton and you save money. I want to show you one of Long Beach's treasures. This is a model city of Long Beach. It was built by Ferdinand Martel. He spent the last 10 years of his life building this model to scale. Ferdinand Martel was a musician who used to play at the old Lucy's restaurant. He did a lot of model building. We have some of the historic Wilmore Hotel. There's one here of the old Pacific Coast Club, for those of you who remember. This is really a treasure that needs to find a permanent home, because it's really a fine, fine piece of workmanship. And he spent a lot of time, and the detailing is really fantastic. Okay, Julie, this is your new home. It doesn't look very elegant compared to the lobby of the Breakers. What are your plans?
Well, we have a wonderful space here. It's 4,300 square feet. Obviously, it needs a lot of work, but we're working with architect Kelly Sutherland McLeod, and we're all confident and excited that we'll turn this into a wonderful gallery. In here will be a gallery. We hopefully will be able to have some windows, which will look south towards the ocean. In here we'll have a gallery, an archive with a lot more space where we can accept more donations from the city or from individuals who have documents or photographs or artifacts that need to be preserved. There'll also be volunteer work areas and staff work areas, and a gallery, and then a great deal of space that will be made with partitions that can be moved out for large programs or for larger exhibits or to make larger workrooms if we're doing a large project. So
do you have any idea when this is going to be completed, when you're going to have the grand opening?
We don't have an estimated date at the moment, but we're looking towards fall, so we're really excited about doing this.
All right, we look forward to seeing you in your new abode.
Yes, very excited about it, and we are always looking for help with our space, so if anyone has resources or is willing to donate some time or money to our efforts, we would appreciate that. And you can send them to the Historical Society of Long Beach at P.O. Box 1869, Long Beach, California 90801.
And if you have any money left over, the Long Beach Heritage is always willing to accept donations also. Putting in a plug for us too, Julie. All right, I believe we're just about out of time. Julie, thank you so much for showing us your new home. I look forward to seeing it when it's completed.
Yes, so do we.
Okay, we're going to take a break now. We'll be right back.
Uh-oh, Vince. They're really cracking down on safety belts these days.
What's up, officer?
I'm giving you a ticket for committing an 811.
Safety belt violation.
Compliments of Barney Fife.
We never wear safety belts. We're dummies.
Weisenheimers.
He gave us a ticket.
Man's got to do what he's got to
do. Most of the beautiful buildings you're seeing here once were a part of the Long Beach skyline. Now they're a part of our past. The loss of these magnificent buildings show the need for preservation in Long Beach and the important part Long Beach Heritage plays in preserving the historical resources that are left. In order for Long Beach Heritage to provide these services, we rely upon our membership dues to meet our financial obligation and to secure our preservation efforts. It is now time to renew your membership. All of those who are members of Long Beach Heritage, you should have received your envelopes by now. So take a moment, fill it out, and mail it back. All of those who are not members of Long Beach Heritage, we encourage you to become members. For a fee of $35, you can become a member of Long Beach Heritage. Benefits in Long Beach Heritage include special admission prices, advance notification on different programs, outstanding tours, lectures, and special events. We also send a newsletter quarterly. Remember, your donations are tax deductible, and so we encourage you to call 493-7019 or just send your check for $35 to Long Beach Heritage, Post Office Box 92521, Long Beach, California 90809, and indicate on your check that it's for membership. So we hope that many of you will become new members and help us to preserve the heritage that is Long Beach. Next month we have another great show. We're going to take a tour of the historic Minnie Butler House that's located at Junipero and Appleton, and also a pre-construction walkthrough and tour of the historic Walker buildings. Many of you told us interesting stories about your association with the Walker building, buying suits for your wedding, being salesperson of the year. So all of these interviews will be a part of our next month's program. So we look forward to it, and we hope that you'll be watching.
Thanks for coming out. I don't have cable either, so here we are.
Which means you can't watch Funny Farm TV on Charter Channel 3. Does it make you sad?
Come in.
Funny Farm TV, the talent showcase. Music, dancers, singers. Will it make your life better?
We're living the Viva Loca.
Gotta keep cable. So.
Herschel Walker, one of the most physically fit athletes in the world, runs 8 miles a day to stay in shape. On the other hand, the average Joints in Motion participant runs or walks 26.2-mile marathons to raise money for the Arthritis Foundation, proving that a good cause can be a great motivator. So run for those who can. Call today and join the Joints in Motion team. You don't have to be in good shape, just good shoes.
It's a beautiful day here at Point Lobos Reserve, one of California's almost 300 state parks. This park here has been called one of the greatest meetings of land and water in the world. What makes it really special is it belongs to you. These magnificent parks are yours to enjoy and to visit and to pass on to your children. So I invite you, come visit a state park soon.
What we're doing is doubling the bandwidth of our system, giving us twice the capacity we have now. It allows us to add new products such as digital, high-speed data, pictures crystal clear, you get CD quality sound. New products down the road could be interactive services as well. Picture-in-picture, where in one corner you could have your internet page up as well as watching TV at the same time.
And thank you all for joining us today at Long Beach Treasures, and join us again next time as we take another walk through history and discover more Long Beach treasures.
and historic sites. This show covers many points of interest. You will learn surprising facts and figures about local landmarks, nostalgic homes, hotels, and buildings, all of the features that make our town such a great place to live. Long Beach Treasures airs Tuesday and Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. only on Charter Channel 3.